I am here. My God. It's been like 7 minutes. 7:47, ironically, since I got this all set up or started setting it up. And I need water already. It is a nice solid 90 degrees. No AC on VR chat. Terrible life decision, right? If you have ever wondered if you've made if you've made bad decisions, no, because you're not me here in 90-degree weather. It's supposed to cool down Wednesday, so I easily could have just waited, but it's already been a week since I was live, so you know. All my windows broke. Shut up, you first. That's crazy. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you like my good old switcheroo? I said I would be back tomorrow, and then 7 days later. I'm trying to get S plus on hardcore now. Not that much of a masochist. Insane. It's actually quite hard. You need all the unlocks, like infinite ammo shit. Silence bottoms. There's plural. Very interesting choice of an S. Active on another plat. How is Skyther always active on another platform? Gotta idle those. Gotta idle those VR chatters. Skylanders would be so loose that somehow on it 24/7. I literally can't. I would fucking die. Like, actually. Also, probably sounds like I am, next to a 747 engine. That's because I am. I'm kidding. No, it's two fans running at the same time. Is 90 degrees. It's like actually 100 in the room. Easily. What's the PC at? How much is this thing stressing? 43 Celsius. There is two of them, though. So 43 Celsius times 2, it's literally just a heater. I have the equivalent of like a 5,000 BTU heater in this room. /2 autumn. Yes, autumn like the month. None about if you know this. Also, I'm also in the process of getting this as a model as well, and then trying to get everything on the other PC. However, I think if I were to use this one, I either have to use the really shit tracking, or I have to do it on the main PC that has nothing on it, because it needs RTX to track, because it uses NVIDIA Broadcast ARKit, which is RTX. You need at least 20 series, which the other PC does not have. Do you want less than 4 minutes? Be sure. That's crazy. Pretty sure that's like almost average height, actually. If I get a new GPU, you can have my 2070. GPU prices are shit right now, bro. Especially with VRAM. Oh my god. Like, I believe like a 5070 is like $700 to $800, which is kind of logical price. But that's because it only has, I think, 12 gigabytes, like my current card. If you want a 5080, you're looking. I believe the normal MSRP is 1,000, and they're selling for like 2K, so double the price. You want a 5090, which I believe is 24 gigabytes of VRAM. I could be wrong. I think it is though. The normal MSRP is 1,005 or 1,600. That's for the Founders Edition too. Non-Founders, you can find them for the low price of $6,000. Very cheap, very affordable. Yeah. You know, for the rest, like if you just took out the GPU, you could buy top of the line everything else with $6,000. Like the rest of the PC could literally be the best of the best for $6,000. But now that's just the GPU these days. Which is again why I literally run like everything on just the minimum graphics, because I mean realistically not just me but anyone is going to need their card to last as long as physically possible. If RAM prices start getting better, it's not going to be any time within the next year. Don't move, you got it, stupid ass Sherry. I mean, yeah, theoretically, though, if you just want to buy like a 40 series or one of the lower end 50 series, as long as you don't need VRAM, they're great. If you need VRAM, good luck. Yeah, like my VRAM's at 57% right now. If I were to run it in Quest mode and not have Steam VR, I wouldn't be able to use these overlays, which are much more convenient because I can just double tap to hide them if needed, and then You know, they don't have to pin through the actual. I forget what this menu's called. The thing. But you have to, like, if you want to hide it, you have to unpin it, which means you have to go into your settings and then you have to unpin the window, which is basically me doing this. I didn't do it. Wait, why? Why did I not do it? Yeah, that. Which I do it to mute because there's no easier mute. Because like I can mute in game, but it doesn't mute on the stream. But I literally have to go into the menu to just hide the window really quick, which is a nuisance. But I could probably save like 5% of my VRAM just from that. Which isn't really that much in the grand scheme of things, but in the sense of VR chat, it is kind of a good amount. Because it's 58% just right now. My CPU is a nice 33%. My god. Also, the reason I was so late was because I had a very late start to skincare, you know? Gotta do that still. And then I had to eat. But then I put on a VR headset literally directly after, so I guess I have to do it again later. So I didn't even need to do it, I guess. I have to do it anyways. Opie is 1'2" in height. Facts? Are you sure? That doesn't seem right. I swear you had told me a different height. I'm setting you up for a really good joke. You better fucking do it. If this is the one time you don't do it, I swear to God. 6 6 Look at that, he figured it out. That was indeed the really bad joke. Leaving stream. Bye. I've met him IRL. Yeah, definitely. I don't even know where you live, Hillary, if I'm being honest. If you've told me, I do not remember. How is it? This setting is off currently. I'm at a double. Hand and body tracking is indeed turned off. So when do I get to sue him? Because obviously, ready? I'm gonna ungrip the controller, and then regrip it, and then ungrip it, and then regrip it. I'm not clicking any buttons. If I were to click the buttons, it would do this. It'd close my hands all the way. I don't know why it's got one. That's why it's got one finger up, because I'm raising one finger up. So if hand tracking is turned off, what is it tracking? That's actually probably such a big lawsuit. Oh my god. I'm gonna turn it back on, then turn it off and see if okay. Yo, any day now. Oh, they're on to me. They won't let me open the menu. Yo, they know. They know. They're on to me, bro. They heard lawsuit and they stopped me from opening the menu. It won't open anymore. Nah, they got me, bro. actually cooked. But yeah, I literally have to turn that off every single time, and then it never actually turns off. Like, it's still clearly doing it, like it literally, it has to be doing it. There's no way it could just not be doing it. It literally has to be. If it's not doing it, that is the craziest coincidence on the planet, that it happens to do exactly what I'm doing every time I do it. Like, I'm not even clicking the button. Like, I can click the actual trigger to do it, to pull my finger down. But if I just, like, barely touch it, if I just put my finger in that position, not actually touch the button, like, pull it, it just does it. There's no way. It's still on. It can't be off. My food IRL and threw it into the sun. Interesting. And unless, of course, when they mean hand tracking, they mean like the individual hand tracking without the controllers, but then still like it's technically not off still though, because it is technically still hand tracking. Like, I mean, for it being a privacy setting, I would expect it to like mean entirely, not just 50% of it. I took his pomber and have Ireland kidding. Have the dull time to eat it. That's insane. Bro is holding Pobert for ransom. My god. Rip is. I feel like my eyesight's gotten like majorly worse over the past month or two. Bro still refuses to see any kind of doctor. You want to know why? Because every time I schedule something, I end up either not being able to go, or they end up rescheduling it or canceling it. Go see some kind of doctor. What's the most useless doctor I could see? Like a dentist? That's probably pretty useless, right? Like, in the grand scheme of things. I would say like a dermatologist, but they'd actually end up helping me in my endeavor. And skin cancer, that's probably much more serious than a cavity, right? Actually, I figured it out. What would be the most worthless doctor, not to anyone, but to me specifically? It's very obvious once you really think about it, because they literally only service 50% of the population and have no other use. Yeah, what they're called, I think I know what you mean. Interesting. It's a cover up. He just wants me to say it so he can be like, "Oh yeah, totally, totally." He has no clue. rubbish. I know. Nuh-uh. Doctors meant specifically for women, right? Why is it blinking? It's not dramatic when it blinks. What this? Oh, that's not, yeah, not that one. Oh my, wait, there's horizontal apps. I didn't even know that, honestly. Who's smooth? Chicks about it, yeah? Have you specifically told him that to see what he says? I do. He just calls me the bottom back. You know, right? He's about it. That's insane. So is OP. Good old Jigger. Yeah, I did not know that until then. I was like, oh well, with the date that this was popular, that'd make a lot of sense. Because it was airing. It was like halfway over by the time I was born. And then prove you aren't. I don't know. Uh, that's the best I can do. Yeah, very much so. You know, it's a real benefit that this model has decently sized arms because that's not possible in real life. If I was just say, you said Jake will lift me despite medium twink belly curse upness. Lifting as in throwing. Yeah, he'll lift you to the fucking moon. A power to the moon. Ain't nobody gonna get that reference, and that's very sad. Very saddening. I know reference. You do not. There is no way. If you so much as know what series it's from, it's a very popular series, but I just highly doubt you get the reference. I do. I doubt. Even then, there's probably like so many things that have used that specific line, just not in the way I said it. Family Guy, no. Zaki is to blame. I'm telling. Glad I saved. Oh, he died. A zombie double dashed to me. Yeah, are they fucking Wesker now? They got the double dash? My favorite monster, someone. I mean, I don't know. If it's between a dark alley with a mountain lion or a person, I think I choose the mountain lion. Because one of them will only kill you because it's hungry. The other one will kill you because you have $20. So, you know. I think I'll choose the safer approach. What if the person is also a cannibal? Well, then they get a meal and $20. So, point still stands. Oop. Choose both. Opie revives. He's probably playing Warzone. Specifically ranked Warzone. And getting his matches thrown by silvers in his lobby, because for some reason that can happen. Wait, oh my god, I became trusted? What the hell? When the fuck that happened? I literally just opened my menu because I just wanted to see if anyone else got online. I scrolled down and I just see a purple thing, and I looked at it and appearing as trusted user. When the hell did that happen? I was known for like 8 months, and now all of a sudden, I'm apparently trusted. I have $830. Yo, that's crazy. If you gave me all of that, I would have exactly $30. That's terrible. Oh my god, I need to check the mail. It's fine. If it's been there for 3 days already, it can last one more day. I got trusted within 4 weeks. It's because the more people you add that are trusted, the higher your trust rank goes. Because the system is, well, actually, I guess it's not guaranteed, but that's like the general consensus. Because that's normally the fastest way to get trusted. Is because the system assumes that trusted people are only going to add you if you're like not a nuisance, like you're not around crashing people and shit. So, Opie gave me Bork Day money of $30. Damn, Opie. So you're stacked, huh? Where's my $30? Yeah, your birthday is in 2 months. It is. It is. Well, how are you doing, freestyle? I totally did. You'll be old. Nuh-uh. You know what's crazy? Is I'll be 22, but I still look 12. You're 21? Yeah. I have like 5 bottles of soju behind me. I don't imagine. I would think I would be. She's 13 years older than Yoaz. And 1 year younger than me, 22 right now. Honestly, I would assume with how much I talk about it that actually I guess Hilarious isn't normally here, so that would make sense. That would that make a lot of sense. Also, thank you for the file. I don't think I have alerts set up on this channel anymore. I just happened to see it. And I hate ads. Yeah, I can't get rid of those, unfortunately, as an affiliate. I don't know why, but you're not allowed to. Yeah, I literally have 5 bottles behind me, and like 4 of them are basically empty. I'm intentionally saving one. Get them by crashing Twitch, then refreshing. It'll just give them back normally. Right? What? Why so, like, aggressive? It's in capital. Why so many? That's how I'm. It's almost been a year. What do you mean? Why so many? That's how many I've had since I turned. It's been almost a year. That's like really, really generous. That's 16%. They're like, how much are they even? I love having a big play space. I can just go back and grab them. 375 ml. Should be less. 3 it should be. Again, one of them's like basically full. The other one's only like a quarter. And the rest have a tiny bit in them. Oh, that's on the other channel. I see, I see. You gotta follow. Yeah, look at that. Wow, 100. Oh my god. Wow. 8 months, 100. Oh my god. Speaking of, too, I completely missed my affiliate anniversary, too. It was 4/7. I didn't come back fast enough for it. Missed it entirely. Opie's climbs because he kidnapped me because I stole Bob. I'm bumbered. Yeah, I still don't know what I'm gonna do with the whole channel split thing. I mean, there's like 100 followers over there that I would need to get to go to one or the other. Especially since like getting 1,000 over to another one is like, as we've seen, literally impossible. Can I go through this door? Is this the correct version of the world? Oh my god, it is! This room is empty as shit. No, he's not too, or I'll send werewolf friends. Hope you won't hurt me. Can I join? I mean, I'm not really doing anything. Just going back and forth. I like feeling included in stuff like my. But you're already playing something. There's gonna be more things from, and then you're also just gonna give GeForce free money. You're going to support their terrible business practice of ads for 1 hour. Do more one thing. Is he's one of them Gen Z iPad kids with like 3 different screens with shit going on at the same time? Shut up. I believe it. Please don't doom scroll TikTok. Always called you to 5 screens, OP. Hey, you know what's crazy? When I stream, or just really like all the time, I have 3 monitors just for that. And I still need an extra one. Especially now, because I have technically 3 OBSs running. I have the first PC, which sends NDI out, and then I have the two other, the second PC with 2 screens with 2 OBSs. So, okay, how are you doing, Usagi? It's not a high bar. You wish. Has it like cooled down at all, or is it hotter? Okay, well that answered my question. It is 87 degrees outside. Got proof. You know what they say? The more you call someone something, the more it's likely to be true for you. So true for me. 1,000,000%. You know, now that I got a smell of it, I actually really want to drink it. It's pomegranate. It's really good. Don't let chicks see the message. Ricky, look at me. Are you gonna say it? Don't drink too much of it. You actually think I'm gonna drink it? It makes you feel hotter because you have the temperature to your skin. It's already 87 degrees. It's like 95 in here. Why the hell would I drink it? But you just said you wanted. You know what? If I can get it open, one seep. I didn't think this through. Damn, this shit is closed. Hope he owes me a free retexture of beard chat, or the model he used broke for my first Abby. Broke like badly. Wait, I'm confused. I don't know if that has anything to do with the texture. Yeah, I don't think that's how that works. It does. I don't think that's how that works. I think that's like a because the painting also is plain. Damn, bro said the painting is plain. Why is the retexture gone? Whoa, insane! Shots fired. This was a 2024 Abby he did for me. Not gonna lie, I don't even remember what avatars I've done anymore. Shit. I did the initial 2 for me. I think I did 2 for Opie. I've done this one. I don't even remember any past that. This stuff smells amazing, bruh. Literally just juice. Imagine not doing Abby's. I know, right? How are you doing? Also, first, oh my god, that was even there. Imagine being Izzy. The throwables are disabled, right? If you disabled them, I haven't turned them back on. They shouldn't be. I'm gonna also have to set all that stuff back up again. Oh my god. I did actually have all those graphs saved and everything, but they don't work anymore. Like the new version they just don't work. And then for tracking, I currently have only the really bad tracking set up because again, it needs the RTX card. I sent all of that stuff to Jick though because he was asking about it. So there's a pretty good chance in the coming streams, Chick's just gonna have absurdly good tracking now. I've given away the industry secrets. I shouldn't have. I'm kidding. They're disabled, yes. I forgot that you were a mod. I'm not gonna lie. This channel, I don't remember anything. I literally had to check. I was like, wait, are you a mod? Like unlikely via chat for most year. No, I mean for his VTuber, the actual just like the normal ones. Disappears cutely. It's a mod I forgot. Was surprised the badge was still there. I don't think anybody has the hammer on this account either. No one does, yeah. I don't even think anyone has emote attribution at all. Again. Because I don't think they did. You should give it to me, yeah. Also, you know what I did just notice, or not notice, think about is I don't have the Opie has the hammer. I think that's from the other channel. I think it's showing from that one. Oh yeah, who's the #1 chatter on both channels? On this channel, I don't actually know. I know based on watch time, I believe it's still Opie, and then Journey's #2. I'm actually surprised Journey's not here, although I guess it makes sense. I was gone for 7 days. I pulled the classic, I'll be back tomorrow, and then I was gone for a week. As it should be. Classic. Nuh-uh. Yeah, I actually just the first day I just the headset was having issues with the mic, and then the second day I had figured it out, but it was too late by then. It was already like 7, so I just didn't. Then the third day I was I believe it was because I ended up feeling kind of nauseous, so I had ended up going to sleep kind of early too, and then I ended up just sleeping like 14 hours plus day 4 and 5. And then 6, I just couldn't because it was too hot, and then same with 7, and now we're here on day 8, and it's still 90 degrees. So that's great. And we get twin colors. Why is that capital? I don't know why it's in all caps. If you check, it's actually all lowercase, so thank you very much. That should be a twin colors. Also, I found out that to use banners in VRChat, you need VRChat Plus. I don't remember that being a thing. I thought you could just use them, but I guess not for some reason. Because I have a very scuffed quality version of the picture with everyone from when we were in, or when it was the one that Coda took. It's just not the actual literal one he had taken when we were in the MMD world with everyone. Imagine not. VRChat is still $10 a month, or not VRChat, VRChat Plus. Being door camped. That's crazy, El Bozo. Imagine getting door camped. Flashbang? What was a flashbang? Also, I don't know why it keeps randomly smiling because I literally have auto de-expression just unbound. I'm not even turned off. They're literally unbound off the controllers. Like, I can move and it doesn't do anything. On Mr. X. Everyone but me are twinks. Interesting, interesting. Why is it doing that? Like, I don't think I'm ever going to not get carded. Belly sound just shows when sitting low muscle mass. Does that mean I'm a twink too? I don't think that's exactly how that works. I'm just saying, like, complexion-wise. I'm slightly lower in VR because of this model. So whenever I go back into when I do the pass through, it's so weird sometimes because I gain like an entire foot of height, like visually. You'll call me twink, though I don't look like it. Oh, I most definitely do. Guess Hillary said everyone but them is a twink. Oh, I mean, I guess, yeah, probably. Oh my god. I think it's skinnier, medium, skinny, and not full on muscular, lean. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Nothing annoys me more then when people either see like absurdly quote unquote good physique or like insane muscle, forgot the word. My God, you know what I mean? Like low body fat percentage, and then just assume that's like a good thing, and it's like always aggravates me. Go fake workout stuff for views for genetic. I mean, all of that stuff is like actually just bait because like when it comes to social media, like I'd say like 90% of them are just using cough cough a little palace well cough cough. Or as my next point was going to be, even if it is natural, like your body fat percentage is like dangerously low. Like I don't think most people actually know that. Like if you look at somebody with an insanely low body fat percentage, you're like, oh yeah, damn, they look good. Yeah, but they're probably also gonna die in a few years. So having insanely low body fat percentage like that easily cuts like a decade off your life, assuming you actually like maintain it throughout a majority of your life, just because it's actually so unhealthy. No, no, do you want to be a twink? I do. Or they did surgeries. I mean, yeah. Because label not your body like technically as long as you're semi or fully lean. I mean, it can, it can't be. Nah, anything's possible. There is a there's a joke to be had there. There's a good one there. A very good joke there, but I cannot make it because it would be kind of questionable. Say it. I don't think I wanna. Say it, you coward. See, if there was like a setup to the bit, it'd be great. It'd be amazing. I've made the joke before. In fact, I'm pretty certain. But there's no setup. There's not much of a bit. It just kind of comes off like, damn. Want to be inside? That's crazy. He's a chicken. Is there a chicken skin? Probably not. I guess I shouldn't have said it out loud because then it ruins it, doesn't it? A twink to be inside of me. That's crazy. Are we sure that's how that works? That is absurd. That is crazy wording. Slash cat online a week ago. What the hell? Bitty bitty too much. I keep on thinking the drops will be there. Bunny sandwich 1/3 of the way there. Just take that clip with the gate. You know which one though? Smack it over and then and there you go. It's floor fluff and then gate. Or I guess technically the other way, but a lot of crunch, a lot of iron in there. It's basically just a free supplement. Is that a thing? Oh God, ignore that. Demonic entity. Love always take you for the fire. Holy carp, like the fish. How you doing, Journey? You know what's crazy? Is the longer I'm in VR, like my head is like I'm starting to develop a headache from the heat. Like my face is getting really hot, but not so much anything else. Two fans will do it. Did you see data for by 2032? Data for what? Like shark attacks? Are they going to start climbing on the beach or something? Scientists say by 2032, 74% of Americans will be obese due to fast food constantly. I'm going to be honest. I think that study is probably a little dated because I don't think 60 to 74% can afford fast food. When you can go out to McDonald's and spend like $80 on a few items, there's a problem. I'm morbidly obese. Fast food is gross now. I mean, yeah, they're cutting costs and then raising the price. And the problem is people are still buying it. People will complain about the price, but they'll still buy it, which is actually doing the complete opposite because then the companies know that regardless of how much people complain, they'll still buy the product. So they keep raising the price until eventually they start losing money. Because when you start losing money with higher prices, obviously that's a severely bad sign that nobody's buying it anymore. So they just drop the price back a little bit, and then they're still making like 10 times what they originally were. Healthy food in Chicago is 11 to 20 bucks each. I mean, it really depends on what exactly you're making. Healthy is 1 to 7 bucks. I mean, not here. In California, at least, you want to eat unhealthy? Like, holy shit. Ends up being more. Of course, though, when you're eating fast food and shit, I guess you do save time, but I don't know if a few hours it's really worth the extra, like, $40. Why is it doing that, bruh? I'm not doing that. It's just doing it itself. Nuh-uh, yeah, yes, nuh-uh. You like that switch up? Just nuh-uh, yeah, yes, nuh-uh. just say the opposite and you always win the argument. Take his pauper. You know, he's being mean. Is he though? Is he though? They will do no such thing. In your pauper closet shrine. Taking what, the closet or the shrine? Taking everything. Like the whole closet, yeah. You're just gonna leave an empty cutout of liminal space. On Jix chat, someone's name was 11. Very specific number there. There's definitely a story behind that one. He was just taking a break from RE2 just to play RE3. All my homies hate Nemesis. Is it RE2? It's basically the same game. It's a new location with a slightly new guy. Literally, the difference is Mr. X versus Nemesis. One can fly. Well, not really. He technically swings, but it's close enough. He flies. He's just Mr. X with rocket booster. Has gay piece a lot in his chat. Yeah, is that so? Get wild with the names or comments. You put respect on Jill's name. Ever play RE3? I guarantee you will be just as annoyed as I was the first time I played it. There is no outplaying him. He's simply better. He is the superior. I forgot the word again. Oh my god. The superior being. Yeah, we'll go with that. He's simply better. Tyrant. No, I mean like if it's like a 1v1, you versus him, like you're like way down there, like quite low. Stole your games. I mean, quite literally, you very much could. Tyrant, yeah, the T virus, the tyrant virus, because they're tyrants. That's literally what they are. I believe it's what the Golgatha virus in 2, I believe, is it right? I want to say that's the name, something like that. Does it know what the T means in T virus? I'm pretty sure it's tyrant virus, right? Pretty sure. I swear to God, that's what that is. What's crazier is the fact that both games take place in the same place at the same time, just like slightly apart from each other. What's crazy is the fact that they dropped off 2 fucking super mutants, two tyrants, and neither one of those motherfuckers could finish the job. One of them has a fucking RPG and couldn't kill one person, one fucking human, bro. Nemesis is infected with the NEA type parasite as well. Interesting. Wait, oh my god, I just realized. Infected with the NEA virus, or parasite, we're gonna go with virus. Infected with the NEA virus. So what you're saying is he sandbags you. And then he throws pallets when he shouldn't. Crazy. They screamed watching a horror movie during best friends movie. It doesn't even own Nemesis on DVD. I don't know if I even would want to right now. Holy shit. You throw a punch and lose your hearing. I still don't get how's that. Like, how does that happen? How do you accidentally make his punches sound like a fucking grenade going off? I have every DVD item, skin, killer, and survivor. Well, you don't have everything because you don't have the crew shirt. I'm just doing VR chat. Who? What are you doing, Spidey? You don't know if I have the crew shirt or not? If you have the crew shirt, undo the changes. Game's dying. There's been like 3 YouTube videos in the past week. All of them are doing terribly. I'm not even kidding. Like, I can't even watch DBD kind of. Like, I actually tried to watch one of the videos, and it's like it's actually dead. There's nothing. You know, Spooky Loops wasn't kidding when he said I'm out of a job because holy shit, like build variety is dead. And there's people that are like, well, it's actually better because then they don't have to limit themselves. It's better for the future perks. Okay, so what? In 6 more months we get 3 perks for Survivor, 3 for Killer, and those are going to be the only good perks. Then another year from then we get 6 for each side. Like, let's be real. We know for a fact they're not going to go back and actually rework all the old perks, right? Like, they're basically the Minecraft devs. They can rework like 1 perk every few years. And then when they do rework something, people complain about it, so they actually just make it worse than what it was originally at, which makes no sense. And yes, I'm very much obviously talking about I forgot his name. I knew it, and then I said it and I forgot it. Fast track. Like, fast track was so bad that nobody used it, so they're like, okay, let's give it a buff. But then it was too good when you had an entire team running it, because, you know, that's really common in the game. You know, entire 4 stacks running fast track. So people complained too much, and then they actually made it worse than it was before, so there's literally no point in running it anymore. Like, I guess for solo queue, you can take the risk, but if you take the risk and then somebody else has it, one person just gets no use out of it for the entire match. Or even worse, both of you try fighting each other to get the use out of it, to get value, and then nobody gets value. You run it with shoulder the burden. See, the problem is, again, if 2 people bring it, is like ends up being useless. Every time you run that perk, you just get tunneled out instantly. I know. Yeah, shoulder. When it comes to shoulder, it seems like I mean, generally with how tunneling works, you really just want to use it if you're like 0 hook stays. Honored still Joel Crawford, maker of Burrito, Deathwolf, etc. Pib. DM each other a little. Gonna be a cracked out looper to run that, so me. I'm kidding. I am fucking terrible. Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. Interesting. Also, I say that while I remember that Springtrap game. I literally just kept spinning, bro, on nothing. Didn't go to make the pallet, so I just, or even worse, that one Wraith game, which that, or not Wraith, Doctor. It was Doctor. The Doctor game that guy should not have won when Nate dramaed and then got exposed and then died. I looped that motherfucker around a bush for literally like 5 minutes. I'm not even kidding. And then nobody did a gen. It was kind of crazy. In that amount of time, no gens popped. I was on the really... I forget what the map is called. It's the one at the movie theater in the front, and then it goes upstairs. On the right side of that, near the parking lot, there's a bush filler with a pallet. Apparently, this guy severely underestimated the hitbox of that bush because he kept trying to swing around it and kept smacking the bush. Literally non-stop. I literally looped that guy for like 5 minutes on a fucking bush without ever throwing the pallet. And then I eventually left because, like, nah, he's gonna figure it out eventually. And then I got hit and then eventually went down. But then I went back to the bush at the end of the game, and he just continued to do it, so I never should have left the bush in the first place. Bro just, like, actually never figured out that that bush has a surprisingly long hitbox, to say the least. Sona looks so amazing. Thank you, Kiro. This one's actually technically very old, and I just kind of reworked it a little bit, and then, yeah. Okay, how's it going? How are you, Metal Goth? I'm not gonna lie, I already forgot if I asked, how are you too, Kiro? It was literally like 10 seconds ago, and I cannot remember that far back. You're just chilling. So it reminds me of ice cream now that I look more closely, and I want to lick it. You, that's crazy. That's insane. Yeah, can you guess what I named it? Strawberry milk persona. Yeah, when I uploaded it, I was like, oh well, I don't have a name. Like I don't have a name. So I was like, oh, it kind of looks like mochi. So I just typed in mochi as I updated it, and I haven't changed it yet. I haven't thought of anything. So the avatar's name, if you check, is literally just mochi. Can I get strawberry milk? What do you mean by that? That reminds me of refs from streams that are a year old now. I don't know if I know what you're referencing. I'm not too sure. There is one kind of small issue with these colors, though, is this color. As you can see, it's a very light mint color, obviously meant to match this one. But depending on the lighting, like if a world has bad lighting, it looks almost white-ish because the color is just off. Or if they add post-processing and they like severely crank that shit so it like drastically changes the colors, then it looks off. Because obviously it's such a light color already that it ends up just being white. It just gets blown out. But of course, that's not my issue. When the lighting is actually good, this would be a great time to self-promo if this world was finished. If the lighting is actually good, it looks perfectly fine. Or if it's just a real-time light, you know, you can just throw a real-time light in the world and voila. Strawberry cream milk. Ah, I see. Yeah. The pattern's a little cow pattern. You love the colors, honestly cute. I need to scroll up. I think I might have missed a message or two. Ignore that again. Totally normal. Very, very average normal thing that happened. Why can't I see the chat window? Why is it not popping up? It was okay. I did miss one message. It was hope you had a good weekend. And I did, apart from being absurdly tired all weekend and then literally sleeping like majority of the day. cow Sona win? I don't know. Never. I need to scroll down again because it's not auto-scrolling. Let me feet pause emotes. Then you mean AutoZone win? I technically didn't even make this one. This was it was a really old one that Opie had, and then this is actually, I had built off this one for the original design, and then I ended up finding it on my PC again because I was just going through files organizing stuff, and I found it. I was like, oh, look at that, I found it. And then I was just like, you know, I'll just fuck around with it for a little bit, and then it actually ended up looking kind of decent. So the biggest issue though is obviously, you know, VR chat models kind of low on the poly count. So like these stripes on the sides, as you can see, they look very not rounded, and it's not because they're not rounded. It's because the specifically near the shoulders, there's such a small vertex count by comparison that it just looks really pointed in places, and then it kind of, you know, you can really get screwed based on your design. Like, it's to the point where I literally had to pull it and extend it instead of just being like a curved stripe. I had to pull the center of it so like it goes up and then it just kind of goes straight for a little bit almost, not exactly straight, but I'm sure you understand what I mean there. It's kind of scuffed. And that's all because of how the vertices are laid out, and they're so jagged and pointy that based on how you look, it doesn't look right. So I just trying to kind of fix it for the straight on angle, but as you can see, there's still issue. Need to finish my otter sona. You actually have an otter sona? What the hell? I didn't even know that. My textures died for me, made too many details, so everything's blurry. It depends on your texture size. Realistically, it's probably 2048 by default. I would suggest for if you have a lot of tiny details, or in the case of like streaming, the body mesh is 4096, the tail is 2048, everything else is 512. So the eyes are 512. They don't need to be very large. I mean, realistically, they could probably even be smaller. Um, the uh, the props and everything are 512. The hair is 512. Like, can be very small. I mean, technically, the hair doesn't even need its texture, but it has a material size. It's a draw call, anyways. Might as well. Like 16 sonas now. Damn. Also, Kiro, thank you for the file. And sorry, I'm not seeing any alerts. I just don't have them set up. The main reason is because I actually had a problem with OBS where the cache was fucked up, so I had to go in and completely delete all the cached files just to be even able to log into the correct account on this second OBS. But yeah, if you make at least the body 4K, like if you look at the rings on the eyes, again, same issue where they don't look rounded because, you know, vertices, but you can see they have a very sharp edge to them. Multi-stream, you need 2 OBS tabs open. It's running 2 Twitch accounts, which technically you can do normally. It's just I'm not paying $19.99 a month for a restream. Especially, even if I had the money, especially not after the crash out that guy had. Yikes. Bro literally started crashing out on Twitter because somebody else dared make a multi-stream plugin. I guess it wasn't exactly because they made it, but bro was crying because he got no recognition for like 30-year-old technology that existed before he did. He's basically that guy on Twitter who constantly makes the posts about him being the guy who invented, I want to say it was Task Manager, yeah, for Windows. But it was like Windows like in the 90s. So the old version of Task Manager he made literally doesn't exist anymore, like it's been completely replaced. But he has to constantly go back to mention he's the guy who made it. That's basically what he did on Twitter. Bro just absolutely crashed out for like 2 days straight. Was very embarrassing. Ironically, it feels like it might have actually cooled down some. I can't tell. Is it still going to be pitch black out here? Oh, yep, it is. That's unfortunate. You know what? Change the scenery. Honestly, that's a little trippy with, oh god. You know what? I don't like it. Looking at the preview makes me nauseous. Mm. I'll just go back here. Meow. Bro meowed twice. I'd expect that from Journey, but not a bunny. Oh, meow or meow? That is the question. Yeah, actually, that capital M changes the meaning entirely. Bunnies can't meow. Shake my head. I don't know. Can you? Then why do you? No, but we can purr. Is that so? I don't know if that's factual information. Yes. My legs are killing me. I should just sit down. Don't believe a word. So if word tells me that there's $1 million for me, I should not believe it. I drop my controller. Hans is playing Night Rain. Oh no. See, even Bro is bored of the game now. Bro played for like 1 week and then had nothing more to do. Yeah. Hello, friends is lots. Although there's no DNA evidence. What is it to back that? Or hello, friends is lots. Or maybe just a really convincing hologram. Why is my tracking getting lost? I smacked the thing, that would make sense. Ah, 4 minutes left till what? For me being able to get S plus? Oh boy. Well, good luck. Bro, better hope he's already at the Mr. X fight. No RE3. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember how that one ends. I forgot. Railgun. Ah, right. Don't spoil it, you rodent. Well, you don't know what that means. Railgun could just be a nickname. X to down. Oh boy, now that I've sat down, like I can just feel all of the heat. I can't grab a window. But I don't want to stand up. What the hell? 3 of them. I don't know why they took me so long to decipher. Free are not the best. Interesting name. Random VR and Lucas, thank you for the FIO. There was no capitalization, so it took me like 20 seconds to decipher what your name was. Nobody is online. And I forgot to do the bingo board, so there we can't do... We could do very scuffed version, but we can't do VR chat the bingo. I'm gonna look at worlds. We'll see if there is one to join. A game about crates. Oh no. Dread elevator? This sounds familiar. Stuck in the elevator, all you can do is wait till your floor right. Oh, it was published 5.8. I was about to say, I swear we've done this before. But I guess not. Add to favorites, I guess. Just save that one for next time. Probably. VR stomach. Oh, what's this? Gee, I don't know. Very interesting is what that would be. But I just ran out of time for S plus damn. Oh wow, yay, VR stomach. VR chat drama. Court, specifically. I could go really scuffedly fly a plane and then crash. That is, if I remember how to fly the plane, though. Because there's a pretty good chance it will be no. It's gonna be very scuffed. Why is there a helicopter here now? I don't remember that being a thing. It is really fucking bright here. I'm pretty certain this helicopter didn't exist before. Neither did that one. How do you get up there? Okay, there, I mean, I guess I could jump. That'd probably... That's... Okay, never mind. You can't actually make the height. You know what? It's a lot more scary than it looked at first. I'm good. Can't close it? How you close it? Why allowed? Why allowed? Why? That's how you close it. Oh my god. Okay. What are the bets on me dying now? Certain play was a year ago. Those were there. Why is it moving by itself already? That's not me doing that. I guess it technically was me doing that. I think I die already. Stall. See, very interesting issue here is the engine will not start. Uh-oh. It's fine, it's just the water, right? POV Ocean Gate. Someone's on the I can't see anymore. Everything's blurry. Was this the canopy? Surprisingly, yes. I don't think I can get out now, though. Oh, there we go. El Bozo. Preston, thank you for the file. I guess if I have this, I should probably set the look at me to be much faster, huh? This is what this is, right? I didn't mean to click that one. That is, yeah. Is it the big plane? Oh my god, it's the big plane. You know what? We're not ready for the big plane. I'm gonna crash it instantly. I couldn't even get the engine to start in the first one because it just didn't want to. It didn't want to start. That wasn't even my fault. I was clicking the thing and it just wasn't doing it. See, again, somehow the plane is moving. That's really bad. There's a helicopter there. Can we stop? Why is it moving? I'm not holding the thing anymore. Okay. There should be zero movement happening, but it's still happening. Brake. That probably works, yeah. So now the helicopter's moving. And it's got 2 giant guns on it. And it's somehow moved, and it's flipping, and it's gone. Yo, they got lock on? What the hell? You know, that's cool and all, but I would, and there goes that, and somehow I am moving again. This is scuffed, I'm not gonna lie. I think they botched it since last time. These planes were actually, oh look at that, you can see the helicopter being absolutely insane. And there's a helicopter. Okay, I think we have to respawn. They weren't that hard to control originally. Now they seem kinda hard to control. Love your avatar, thank you. How are you doing? 3 to 7? 4, 5? Want to try on my PS4 for 6? I'm always on. I need more chat window to my chat window. Okay. This time for sure. There's... I'm not gonna touch anything when I get in here. Not touching anything. interesting. It seems like there's a cooldown between how fast you can turn the engine on and off. Which is probably why I couldn't get it off last time. Okay. Should do literally nothing. Beautiful. I'm talking outside, you're probably speaking too much. Nah. Okay. See, now we have a very interesting thing where the plane won't pull up. Stall already? That seems not like how it should have done. Gee, I don't know where it went. I didn't do anything. That wasn't me. It just kind of disappeared. Yeah, they're like really hard to control now. Oh, you can fly natively now? That's actually very convenient. The fuck is this thing? Interesting. I don't think it's gonna solve my problem of not being able to, you know. Okay, so, that's not good. Everything is under control. And by under control, I mean under the control tower. I have no idea where my camera has gone. It's down there. Yeah, these are absurdly scuffed now, I'm not gonna lie. And boom. I was in there last week. Could fly just fine. Skill issue. I don't know. Maybe my controllers are not bound correctly for these now. I guess that could be it. The biggest issue I have currently is it doesn't seem to want to pull up or go down. Show you how it's done. No, like I think I literally just have it unbound because I was like deleting all the extra bindings on my controller for VR chat, so I think it's probably a udon script that is unbound, and I literally just can't. boy. I don't get how this large-ass plane is now doing donuts, but apparently I'm that good. Apparently I have the power to make that plane do donuts. It is much larger than it looks. Good, because I'm busy eating nuggies anyway. Lucky. This is a very small helicopter. There's no way I can't do this one, right? What was up with that? Yeah, like, they literally will not pull up. Consent. Very interesting. I just use nuggies as a vehicle to get the barbecue sauce in my mouth because some people think that just drinking the sauce is great. Oh wait, I see. In the sense of a helicopter, there's another thing you can use. Makes sense. I love how the... Oh my god. I love how the camera doesn't actually track all too well. You see that landing? I saved it. Yeah, the planes, on the other hand, the stick will actually not control them except for a tiny bit left and right. Oh my god, the helicopters are terrible. Always have been. Oh my god. Okay. There are two controls in every vehicle. See, the problem is my left controller doesn't do anything. I can try again, but I'm pretty certain it's not doing anything. Maybe I'll just max it out and see if that makes a difference. I'm now spinning in circles. So apparently the physics engine does not agree that maxing it out should do anything, and I'm stuck on a pole. So, that didn't really work out. I'm somehow closer to the ground than I was before. Okay, yeah. I don't think it's capable of working. There's too big molded in the barn. Yeah. Spirit never give up. One last try. Well then, as I was saying, I don't think it worked. That was very loud. The canopy didn't want to close that time. Don't ever let this man fly plane. It's not my fault. These controllers literally just won't work, so they unbound the Udon scripts. And he wants to let it be out because deep down everyone wants to be a cat. Ah. The reason that you didn't get checkpoints in Madhouse and RE7? I don't know. I played it like one time. Time is it? I don't know why I moved that as if it was gonna matter. Just do a full run of it again, yeah? This is like really hot now. Funny enough, it looks kind of tan now instead of green. I don't know what you do. That's insane. Ah. Something I need eventually too is probably a better strap for this thing. Goddamn. I got the good old tart. That's in here, in the completely unfurnished room, by itself. Although you still can take them. Shit. Ta-da. Oh yeah, strap upgrade changes the world for the crabs. When you're getting a strap, insane. Yeah, see, the problem is I'm poor. I actually need to remember to go to the mailbox tomorrow now to... I also generally use my actual headset, which is, like, not all too comfortable with the entire VR headset on. Oh my god. They don't really like to play nice. Ugh. Ads, that's crazy. Terrible, terrible thing. Not ads, yeah, ads. What are ads? The thing you can't disable with affiliate. Only I forgot that my PayPal was paying for his I didn't get a single payout from Twitch in those 8 months. Mainly because it ends up being ads that would put it over the limit. I want to, yeah. Kinda hungry right now. Insane. That's very much so. That is definitely not what you mean. Not the Twitch sub, yeah? Oh, we know, not the Twitch sub. But you didn't get the money from me paying for my year of subs? I know, because it's month by month. You don't get it all at once. Twitch gets it all at once. But you get it month by month. Good thing you specified. Almost got one. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly I do with the whole situation. Because I probably keep the YouTube channel as is, that one specifically. But for Twitch, there's a bit of an issue. What other sub is there? The only thing I can think of is the sandwich type. Submarine. Cap. When that goes underwater. Ah. Channel. Well, I'm on both currently, but because when you look at both, there's a very clear difference in performance. More so like the initial performance. Definitely got lucky the first time. I mean, hell, quite literally, it's the same thing right now too. Like, both are under stream together. Both have the same viewers. Both should show up at this exact same place on the list. You know, the one still does better than the other. Very, very interesting. I'm going to assume, because most traffic does not... I'm only on regular, so I don't get ahead. Yeah, I'm going to assume it's because most traffic does not actually come from the category. Like, nobody's clicking on VR channel and scrolling all the way down. It's from the recommended and the channel banners. Like, when you click on the Twitch homepage, not only do you have the recommended on the side, but you have all the banners that show and have a chance to recommend a channel based on your watch history of other channels. So obviously the one with a way more watch history, way more followers is going to do better. Even when they are both literally doing the exact same thing. 1-to-1. No different. What's Reiki and Opie talking about? Gonna start a fight. I'm bored, search for furries and list from lowest viewers. Yeah, there's probably quite a bit recently too. I think I've been gone more than I've been here. The past few months, actually. Probably. And you know what? I've been here for like 2 hours and I'm ready to go back to sleep again. I'm bored. I have a habit of staring at my Steam library. I'm ready to go to sleep too. Wiggly Snoot and their pet bottom. That's crazy. How are you doing, Liberty? But you are. But yeah, funny how that was the only one. Oh, hope he's still there. You know, you go to hell for lying. No, I'm not, I think. He does not think. What do you mean you think? Three friends online? Who could that possibly be? It's Jake. Interesting. FWA in 2 days. I think the status is a little bit out of date. Tiny bit. Itty bitty bit. I think it's actually over now, is it not? Ah. Either are independent, not lying though. Sure. Wag your tail for us and make Izzy get flustered. I feel like voice of lying won't matter. Shut up. Have I actually shown the tail design? It's actually quite a bit of work to get the tail to look even decent. Hydrate. Oh my god, I can't control it. Where's your paw? One sniffer, please and thing. Yeah? You'd be watching your so you can rack up points. Getting overwhelmed by the view. I'm pretty sure the beans are all literally just this color. Hmm. There's no good pose. El bozo. I think they weren't silent. Their brain fried. But anyways, yeah, with how Twitch works, one channel basically like guaranteed underperforms. Like the 3 days I've done this, mainly just to see, it's the same thing all 3 days. Probably the one that doesn't make them any money. Exactly. The one that doesn't make a shit ton of ad revenue for them specifically, not for me, for them. Because let's be real, they're not paying you what they actually say. Just because they give you $4 doesn't mean they didn't make like 80. They say 50-50, but there's no way to prove it. With how little ads pay out, they definitely embezzle that shit, bro. Guaranteed. Ads on this platform are so bad. Like, TikTok ads pay better. Fucking Spotify pays better per stream. You're the product for the privilege of being able to work for them? Yeah, basically. Yeah, I even talked to Opie about this too. If you specifically compare the two channels in time for how far along this one is versus this one, massive difference. Like when it comes to say YouTube, it might be like 50% luck, but Twitch starting out is literally 100% luck. Like it is entirely luck based. The product for the privilege of being able to work for them. We should sit on OOP for giving bad stats. I mean, the bad stats is just the nature of Twitch. And how things are promoted based on how much money they make. Even just like viewer breakup, like Twitch has like 2 million average viewers on the site, which sounds like a lot, but it's really not. Especially when the top 250 streamers account for over half of that viewership. And 1 million viewers between like, oh, fuck, I think in 2025 there was over 16 million people that streamed to the platform. Not very many. I'm surprised they haven't done off-brand only furs. Yeah, the biggest problem with Twitch is content is temporary. Obviously VODs exist, but nobody really watches VODs. Like YouTube, you can upload a video and it doesn't matter if somebody's watching something else at the time because they can just watch years later. That's not how it works with Twitch. With Twitch, it is 100% the highest number takes all, which is more so based on right place, right time than any amount of skill will ever get you, to say the least. Just because you can take a fucking hour-long video and take it down to 10 minutes and have surprisingly good content, that doesn't mean you're going to have a surprisingly good performance on Twitch. In fact, it'll probably be the opposite. I mean, that's true for like 99% of the time. If you look at people who are big on Twitch, they specifically are a streamer first. Their YouTube basically always performs absolutely terribly because they're bad at long-form content. Streaming and long-form content, completely separate things. Streaming is streaming, long-form content is long-form content. Sure, they might have short-form clips that blow up constantly, but normally their long-form is absolutely terrible. And unless they are a content creator first, like for instance, look at Queso. For the size he is as a streamer, bro is doing everything wrong. And that's why he's so big on YouTube. Like you don't see bro blowing up fireworks in his room every other stream. Bro literally just plays random itch games all day. Out of the world of bad business models. Yeah, majority of the time, if you want to find people that size he is as a streamer. Okay. That's insane. No Jack Baker. Oh boy. Or are you wearing a harness? Because why not? Being a bottoming, that's insane. Finished after 3 deaths. Cause he a freak. Calls me a freak a lot. I don't know why. Is he always finishes it? That's crazy. He admitted to it. Ah, legs are starting to kill me again. And I think it is definitely probably still the same temp it was 2 hours ago. Also, this headset is like insanely hot. The front of it is like literally hot to the touch. Been 2.5 hours. Let me try using your Dale to support your weight. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Sorry, 1 second. Let me just do that. Yeah, sure that'll work great. Just have to take that crown away. No taking his crown. Ah, might actually have to end already. It is getting quite terrible. and then yeah, probably. I told Ovi, I was like, I'm gonna stream tomorrow no matter what, regardless. And then it was fucking 90, so, you know. Nice solid 4 degrees higher than they said. 86, uh-huh. Good news is, even if I'm somehow not here tomorrow, I will most likely be here Wednesday. Because it's supposed to be cool again. It's supposed to be 60-something. So, we'll see. But guaranteed I'll be here then. Yeah, summer is coming. It is, yeah. Very much so. It means it's only going to get hotter until it's like 90s every day. And at that point, I'll like actually be screwed. It'll be like simple games that don't cause my PC to get really hot or relatively short streams. Same as last year, same as the year before. Okay, yeah, I will be back tomorrow. And if I end up not being back tomorrow, then I should be here Wednesday, because it should be cool on Wednesday. Should be. Then again, the weather forecast is probably lying. It'll update Tuesday at like 11 p.m. and it'll say it's gonna be like 120 or some shit. Maybe there's stream, lovely night, day, or evening. Yeah, it's winter here like half the year, and I prefer it that way. Good night. Or sorry, good night. Long, good, quick night. Laters. Miss the snow, to be honest. I just prefer the cold. It's easy to fix the cold, not so much the heat. The heat requires money to fix. The cold, just a few blankets.